Welcome to Thursday's Coffee with Jesus. We continue to think about what it is to be born again. So Nicodemus had asked, how can this be? How can people be born in the Spirit? And Jesus says this in verse 10. I'll do 10 to 12. You are Israel's teacher, said Jesus, and do you not understand these things? Very truly, I tell you, we speak of what we know, we testify to what we have seen, but still you people do not accept our testimony. I have spoken to you of earthly things, and you do not believe. How will you believe if I speak of heavenly things? So I think what Jesus is saying is something that we need to apply. You are the teacher of Israel. You have all this learning, and you still don't get it. He's talking about things that have come from the Old Testament. He says, you don't get it. And I think there have been many church leaders, church teachers who still just don't get it. Nicodemus had taught people for years how to be good, how to be religious, but he just couldn't get it. And I think the failure to believe, that's the failure to understand, but then the failure to believe is worse. In Isaiah 65:17, it says, see, I will create a new heavens and a new earth. The former things will not be remembered, nor will they be called to mind. There is a new heavens and a new earth to come. I think he's saying, look, Jesus is saying, I've spoken to you about earthly things. You're not even going to begin to grasp it when I speak to you of heavenly things. And I just do reflect on that and do think about in terms of where we're at with our religious teachers and how we have these two things. The failure to understand is one, and the failure to believe is another. The failure to accept the testimony of Christ. So, in a sense, you can almost forgive the lack of understanding, except if it's people who are teachers who are supposed to be looking at what the Word says and grasping what it says. But the failure to believe it is really another, and I find that appalling, that there are so many religious teachers who don't seem to believe it. I remember when I started off preaching, this old man said to me, David, keep going. He said, I think you really believe it. And I naively said to him, well, doesn't every preacher believe it? And he just simply said, no. You'll discover that they don't. So think about that in terms of just where you're at yourself. Do you understand what the gospel is? Do you understand what it is to be born again? And do you believe? Do you trust what it says? Do you trust Christ? That's the key thing. Do you accept his testimony, what he has testified to? Do you accept it? I hope and pray that you do. God bless you, and see you tomorrow. Bye.